Hi, friends. Welcome back to At the Table with Jesus. And I just want to say one more time how much of an honor it is for me to be on this journey with you. And we've made it to the end. This is our last section together. Going to finish out our 66 days of drawing closer to Christ and having Him fortify our faith in the process. And we're ending on a high note because we're ending by celebrating that Jesus is the King of Kings. This is so powerful and so beautiful, and I hope that at some place in these few days, or maybe at many places in these few days, as we're diving deeper into the reality of the fact that He's the King of all kings, that there will be moments of worship all throughout this week as we're at the table with Him, because this is the eternal anthem. This is the eternal song. This is the song the church sings now in anticipation of that day. And this is the day the people of God, the redeemed of God, sing in heaven forever and ever and ever. To Him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb be all the blessing and all the honor and all the glory and all the power and all the praise for all time. Because now we know and see in full that Jesus is King of kings. There are rulers, there are nations, there are presidents and premiers and parliaments and dictators and decision makers, but Jesus is the King of all the kings. He raises up kings and He puts them down. He raises nations and He lowers them again. History truly is His story. And so we're living in time and space, and there are people who are making decisions that impact and affect our lives, but we're sitting at a table with the King of all kings. And when all of time comes to a halt, when all of the stories come to an end, when all of the names fade to black, we will still be sitting with the one name who is King of kings. And so I want to encourage us in these few days, and I want to encourage us as we walk on in our journey with God, in our relationship with Jesus Christ, that we step into the mindset of the kingdom. We are living on earth in this world, but we are already citizens of another world. We already have a home that has been built for us, a place prepared for us in eternity. We are already in the kingdom that lasts forever. And so let's don't, lose sight of that and put down too many roots down here. Let's don't get too comfortable at gate 23, because this isn't where we're going to live. We're just here because we're on our way to another destination. We got another flight or two to go before we are ultimately home. So let's live today with that mindset that we are citizens of a greater kingdom. We are under a higher authority. And yes, we will honor those that God has put in authority over us, but we can appeal directly to the one who is in authority over them. And so we pray for our leaders. Why? Because we know the King of all kings. We pray for our rulers. Why? Because we know the King of all kings. We have peace in the middle of conflict. Why? Because we know the King of all kings. Our praise will never cease or end no matter the circumstance. Why? Because we have a King of all kings. And that King is inviting us into the journey with Him, and He's inviting us to sit down at the table with Him. So again, I just encourage us today. What more can we ask for from this world? What greater value can we seek today? The King of all kings has prepared a table for you and for me. And He's saying, come and sit, come and dine, come and be with me, come and sit with me. And to do that, not only did He have to come down, but then He chose to sit down so that He can invite us into this moment with Him. You are not insignificant. There's nothing ordinary about who you are or what God has created you to be. You are invited by the King to sit down at the table with Him. At the table with Jesus. What an incredible journey. What an incredible invitation. I don't know where you joined in the process, where you are in the devotional, but keep on going and keep following His lead. Keep your eyes locked on Jesus, because all this other noise that's happening around, it's real, but not more real than the King who's sitting at the table with you. It's been so good to be on this journey with you. And I just pray God's favor and grace and power and blessing on you as you continue in your relationship with Him.